Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So a bunch of really cool news in the Arrowverse with Flash and comic book stuff just dropped that all you guys have been requesting for a little while. So I'll be talking about Flash Season 4, Titans Season 1, in a new Deathstroke story because Manu Bennett's been going on and on about how he wants a Deathstroke spin-off series. So there's a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. So the really good news is that The Flash is confirmed to start filming episode 1 for season 4, July 4th. So like literally 4 weeks from now, they're going to be rolling cameras. You'll see Barry walking around trying not to be noticed by cameras. Please everybody forget that you saw me because I'm supposed to be dead right now. But we also learned that the Titans TV show is going to start filming their episode 1 later this year too, for a 2018 premiere. So Titans, just to be clear, is not going to premiere till 2018 on the DC streaming service, but it's also being produced by Greg Berlanti's DC Group. So all the Arrowverse shows being produced by Greg Berlanti cross over to a varying degree. There's the new Black Lightning TV show, which is being shot in Atlanta, unlike Vancouver, where all the other shows are being done. They've already confirmed that he's not going to participate in the four-way crossover, but they didn't say that he would never cross over with the other Arrowverse shows, which is the big question for Titans, because the pitch they gave for it is a group of young, soon-to-be superheroes recruited from every corner of the DC universe. So that could mean anything, but they're mostly talking about roster. They're saying, there might be a few non-traditional people like Cyborg might not be a part of the TV series. They've already confirmed Starfire, Raven, Nightwing, and now Beast Boy. Manu Bennett separately is campaigning for a solo Deathstroke series. But here's where the crossover theory comes into play, because there's a perfect opportunity in a Lazarus Contract story that they just did in the comics, which would be a really easy way to tie everything together, even if you want to have everything still be separate so they can ignore each other's continuity to a certain degree. Because when you watch Arrow, you watch Flash, they reference each other. They really only address big story points when they have the 4-night crossover. So for the most part, even though they're very connected, they don't necessarily have to worry about what's going on the other TV show till they actually set foot on screen together. But the Lazarus Contract is something that goes back to Nightwing's history when he was still Robin, fighting against Deathstroke in the death of Slade's son. So we just heard about Slade's son on Arrow, Joseph Wilson, who's Jericho, but he has another son named Grant Wilson who became the first version of Ravager. One of the biggest classic Teen Titans stories is of how Ravager gets juiced up Mirakuru style by Hive and accepts a contract to go kill them. But in doing so, he gets killed himself. Deathstroke takes the contract from his son. So Deathstroke makes a bargain with Dick Grayson when he's still Robin right after this has happened and says, "I'll make a deal with you. I won't kill you if you'll help me someday get my son back." The reason it's called the Lazarus Contract is because, one, it's a twist on the Judas Contract, which is a big Deathstroke Teen Titans story, but also, two, if Robin ever breaks the terms of their deal, Lazarus style, he can resurrect the contract that he took out from Hive to kill them. Cut to present day, you find out that Deathstroke has this crazy plan to save his son, but in order to do so, he needs to be able to go back in time and steals the powers of the African-American Wally West to do it. He tricks him into giving him his powers the same way that Zoom during Flash Season 2 siphoned Barry's powers.
The Speed Force is leaving his body. He's becoming human again.
Thus, Deathstroke becomes a speedster. This is what his costume looks like. This is his speedster costume. It has this gravity sheath that enables him to use 0-point energy to protect himself, but because it can manipulate gravity, he can also use it to bend time-space when he runs so that he can travel through time just like Barry Allen or Wally West could. So he keeps running back in time to try and save his son Grant Wilson, while the Titans and the Teen Titans are all freaking out. Oh my god, Deathstroke has the powers of time travel. He could snuff us from existence. So it's a big WTF twist on the idea of Deathstroke trying to put his family back together, which is what he's trying to do as of Arrow Season 6. That was the whole terms of his agreement for helping Oliver out in the Season 5 finale. So you already have a lot of the mechanics and a lot of the plot elements you would need to do a Lazarus Contract type story, whereby Deathstroke crosses over with the Titans and the Arrowverse characters at the same time. But you have to do a couple things before you can get there. You have to introduce the Grant Wilson Ravager in the Titans universe, however the show's going to deal with that character. We saw a version of him on Legends of Tomorrow during Season 1 in an alternate post-apocalyptic future. But what I'm hoping is that the Titans TV show allows itself to sort of be self-contained and at the same time cross over with the Arrowverse shows whenever it wants to, which would just mean separate Earth. You've already established the multiverse on The Flash, so it's really easy to just say, hey, this is all happening on a separate Earth, so we're not going to be talking to them every single day. Wally West spent a bunch of time the back half of The Flash Season 3 going to Earth 3 to visit Jesse Quick, who was filling in for Jay Garrick. But even without all these really easy slam dunk stories and pieces that they have to fit together to make a really big, awesome Deathstroke crossover story with Titans, I don't think there's a very good chance that Deathstroke is going to get his own series just because they're already doing Titans. The sheer fact that he's such a big part of those comics just make it seem like he's earmarked for that show as well as whatever Arrow wants to use him for. And I do think that they're going to have to recast Deathstroke eventually just because Manu Bennett will become unavailable or he won't like the storyline that they have planned for him. Like, he really wants his own solo series. So odds are what they'll do is they'll just use Deathstroke piecemeal on Arrow, they'll do their own stories, then anything they do with the character on the Titans TV show will be Titans-based Deathstroke stories. They'll deal with his family, they'll introduce at least one of the Ravager characters, either Rose Wilson or Grant Wilson. We haven't met Rose on the TV show yet, we only know about Jericho and Grant. So if you guys have read the Lazarus Contract story, let me know what you guys think of it. I think they're doing a fantastic job with all the Rebirth titles, but Titans Rebirth, Flash Rebirth are both fantastic. Even Teen Titans is a lot of fun too. I'm a bigger fan of Titans than I am of Teen Titans right now. But as we start getting closer to the series coming out, I'll start doing more Titans videos. There's just not a lot of huge interest right now, so anytime there's big news, I'll do new Titans stuff. But leave all your requests for bonus videos. They dropped a Gotham Season 4 promo, so I'll probably do a video for that next, but they also confirm that Isis from the Black Adam comics is going to be a character on Legends of Tomorrow Season 3. They cast this actress. So if there was any question, Black Adam, Shazam exist inside the Arrowverse somewhere, we just haven't met them yet. So a video on that coming in the next couple days. While you wait for everything, you can click here for more Flash Season 4, and you can click here for my Gotham finale video. Batman Begins, everybody gets a costume. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.